no, you weren't expecting this. Neither was I expecting this. But yes, I was officially revealed at CinemaCon. Finally. After decades trapped in memes, old toys, and laughing gifs, the real Skeleton is coming back to the big screen. And it's not just any comeback. They put me in a movie directed by Travis Knight, the guy who made Bumblebee and Kubo. You can already imagine that this thing is going to be, at the very least, visually insane, right? By the way, before I forget, yes, I'm going to ask for this. I hate doing this, but if I don't say it now, you'll watch, enjoy, laugh, and walk away, as if I were just another shiny skull on your timeline. So, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment anything. If you don't do it, I'll force you to watch the 80s He-Man movie on loop for 24 hours with the original VHS dubbing. But getting back to what matters. At the CinemaCon presentation, they showed behind-the-scenes footage of the new Masters of the Universe movie. And look, what a surprise. They showed the logo, and only I screamed in the entire hall. It was the least they could do after years of waiting. The images revealed that the visual style will faithfully follow the 80s cartoon. He-Man is there with his action chest and impeccable hair. I myself appear in full body, mysterious, dark, beautiful. They just didn't show my face because, you know, they saved the best for the cinema. Nicholas Galitzine was chosen as He-Man, and the guy Luke filled out the uniform as if he had been created in Mattel's lab. Camila Mendes as Teela, and Jared Leto as me. Yes, he plays me. I know it's strange to think of Jared Leto wearing my hood, but it actually worked. They showed images of him walking with the scepter, which is identical to the one from the cartoon. And they also showed concept art with my face. And honestly, I look more handsome than ever. Even my mother, her skull would be moved. The cast also includes Marina Baccarin as the sorceress and Idzelba as Duncan, the mentor. The costumes are impeccable, the level of detail is astonishing. Even the secondary characters appeared. Fisto, Triclops, Beastman, all of them making an appearance. It's as if they took all the toys from the collection and stuffed them into the movie all at once, without mercy. The scenes of Eternia shown in the footage are jaw-dropping. The sets built are gigantic, with panoramas that seem straight out of a high-budget science fiction film. The production is in the hands of designer Guy Hendrix Diaz, the same who worked on X-Men 2 and Superman. The Return. I saw an aerial image and thought, is this Eternia, eternity? Or is it a new planned city by Elon Musk? Oh, and about Battlecat. It hasn't been fully shown yet, but we've seen concept art of what promises to be one of the most epic creatures in the film. They haven't shown it roaring, but just by seeing it, the concept already lets you feel the impact. And there's more. It seems that part of the movie will take place on Earth. Yes, I know. But don't worry, because Eternal is the focus, or at least half of the focus. I can't give everything away, or it loses the fun. The most interesting thing is that the initial reaction from the audience was quite divided. Some were surprised, others more excited than if they had won a real Castle Grayskull. But there were also those who just stood there, observing, not understanding if it was nostalgia or a prank from the toy multiverse. I was the only one to shout like a lunatic. At least, someone let out an evil laugh, worthy of a classic villain. Another thing that caught attention were the practical effects. Despite being a behind-the-scenes format presentation, we saw a lot of things ready, with actors in character and sets assembled. It seemed like they were filming a documentary about the construction of Eternia. And seeing Travis Knight saying he prepared his whole life for this movie only increased my excitement. The man said that nerds shaped his life. We're talking about a director who loves this franchise as much as I do. Myself. And to top it all off, there was a quick sequence where several characters appeared running side by side in a shot that made it seem like this is the only movie we'll have from the universe. Like, let's throw everyone in now, because later, Mattel might change their mind. Fisto, Triclops, Beastman, Cyclops, many faces. They were all there. It felt like a special live-action episode where the toys came to life and decided to cosplay as themselves. To conclude, if you also grew up watching He-Man, or if you just want to see a charismatic villain, like me, being played by Jared Leto, again, still strange, then this video is for you. And please, if you don't comment something like Skeleton from Owen, I will invade your feed with stickers of Prince Adam singing the WhatsApp version of Four Non-Blondes. Villain's word.